Hey guys, what's up? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So today's video is actually going to be how to start a low carb lifestyle. Whether you're on Atkins or keto or just kind of trying to reduce your carbohydrates to slowly reduce your weight and maybe through sugar and stuff like that. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all, if you are on this lifestyle change, I'm going to go through 10 quick things. Yes, it will take a little time. So for those of you that are complaining about my video lengths, bye. See you later. It's going to be a long one. No, it's not going to be a long one. I'd say probably 10 minutes at most. But you know I'm not always correct about that. But I think it's, with the things that I speak about, I have to be a little bit more thorough. I'm not just showing you how to hit a golf ball or whatever, just random things. So the first thing is that you're going to need to prepare your mind first for the change. Okay, a lot of the times people don't realize weight loss and changing your life to a healthier lifestyle is almost 100% mental fight, mental game. It's a mental battle. Okay, it's not about the foods. It's not about the exercise. That's the easy part. The hard part is fighting temptation or fighting, bad learned behaviors or the ability to say no and use your self-discipline and use your perseverance over a long period of time. Okay, this journey is not going to be 5 minutes, it's not going to be 10 minutes, maybe it's not even going to be a month or a year, depending on how much weight you have to lose. But at the end of the day, you have to remember that it does take time, but the battle is definitely worth it. Number 2 is eliminate all high carb, high sugar, high processed foods from your house, your refrigerator, your cupboard, anywhere, wherever you hide your snacks or wherever it is. That's going to be like pastas, breads, jellies, jams, cookies, chips, pretty much everything. You're going to need to do a complete overhaul and go through your house and kind of look at labels. And that's a good way to understand what in the future that you shouldn't be eating. Because a lot of people will message me and they're like, hey, does this have carbs? It's like, dude, does it have a nutrition fact on the back of it? Read the damn thing. You know what I mean? So going through your fridge is going to give you a really good idea of what you're supposed to have and what you're not supposed to have. And also a good general rule of thumb with like any kind of sauces or anything, most sauces are really high, although you can find some good low carb alternatives. I'll put a link in the description below to some stuff that I've used before. Also, go check in the links in the description below. I'll have tons of stuff and I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go along in the video. But as far as pastas or pasta sauces, and barbecue sauces and jams or whatever, you can find sugar-free, carb-free, or low-carb alternatives for most things. But if they're not those alternatives, just make sure they're not going to be over 3 grams of net carbs per serving. Number 3 is a lot of people come up with this excuse. I live with other people. They're not supporting me. I don't know what to do because there's tons of food around. Okay, so first of all, when you're cleaning out your fridge, don't throw away your roommate's stuff. They're going to get pissed, okay? Don't throw away your husband or wife's or kids' stuff or whatever. It's not about that. It's about your self-control, your self-discipline. Because, okay, here's the idea. It's just like getting off drugs, okay? Everybody always says, well, I need to move out of state because I need to get off drugs. Dude, there's drugs wherever you go. If you have a drug problem, you have a problem. You have the drug problem, okay? So wherever you go, the drug problem goes. Doesn't that make sense? It's kind of like the food problem. If you have a food problem, which I do, wherever I go, the food problem's going to be, okay? Because I can clear it all out of my house, but that doesn't mean I don't drive by McDonald's 57 times a day. Come on. So remember that it's all about you making the decisions, you making the self-discipline, you making that self-choice that you actually want to change your life for a healthier lifestyle. But at the end of the day, if you don't have an area or if you live with others or something like that, create a cupboard. You can even go as easy as putting the food, the dry foods, in a crate in your room, and then maybe making a small drawer or Tupperware area where you put it in the fridge in the fridge with everybody else's stuff, or a spot in the cupboard or something like that. Maybe you keep your stuff sealed so it's like, ooh, what do I got today or whatever. And then furthermore, you could also, if you want to go one step further, maybe that doesn't work for you and you don't want the temptation in your face or whatever, try putting a small little mini fridge in your room, and that could really help. Or even, I know you're probably, I'm only giving these so many reasons or so many ways to do it because people come up with excuses for literally everything. Try an ice chest. A lot of the times an ice chest with a bag of ice, if it's in a cool temperature controlled home, it could last, a week or two. So don't come up with excuses. Come up with reasons why you can achieve things, not reasons why you can't. Number 4 is get all the supplies that you're going to need. Now I put a list here together. These are also going to be in the link in the description below. In the description bar. Also, if you're ever checking out stuff on Amazon, please send me a message. I will send you a link. It does help me make more videos. Help me have the ability to make more videos. I get a small commission. I am an Amazon affiliate. That's my disclaimer. But you're going to get stuff like ketosis sticks, scale, like a bathroom scale, food scale, measure tape, which is like, you might have one around the house. I don't have one right here. It's in there. But like a measuring ribbon, flexible measuring ribbon, because you're going to take all your measurements when you start on this journey. You're going to take your arms, your bust, your stomach, your waist, the big part of your waist, the small part of your waist, the neck, the legs, the thighs, the calves, everything. Just like literally everything you're going to measure. So you really want one of those. And the link I put below, I think it's like a couple bucks or $1 or something like that. So it's really cheap. A journal, not only a food journal, but also a meal journal. Like, what are you eating? Is it working for you? Is it not working for you? Do you not like these? Because believe it or not, a lot of people are going to come onto this journey and they are not going to be big vegetable people, okay? I love vegetables, but my problem is I could eat 50 pounds of vegetables, and my portions is where I was totally screwing up all the time. In addition to probably the foods I was eating, I'm sure. But a lot of people don't have vegetables in their life, and when they start trying different ones, they're like, oh, well, I really like this, so write it down. Or, oh, I really don't like this makes me gag. Which, by the way, that's tomatoes for me, but I eat them anyway because I know they're good for me. A lot of this change of the lifestyle is eating things because you know they're good for your body, not necessarily looking for that sugar fix. You know what I mean? So it's important to love your body. Your body's going to love you, and it's going to respond properly and beneficially towards your health in the future. The next thing, or the weight loss journal, I'll put a link in the description below. It's like $5. Schedule how you're feeling. Talk about how you're feeling throughout the day. Did you go through keto flu? Did you lose a lot of weight this week, but you kind of fell off track this week? Why did you fall off track? What was it like a trigger or something like that? So write all those things down, because then, after 30 days or whatever, you're like, hey, I lost 10 pounds. That's cool. And then you go through there and you're like, all right, well, I screwed up on this day. I can make that better. You know what I mean? Like, it really gives you a time to be able to reflect on your healthy journey. And that doesn't go just for low carb. That's basically for any type of healthy change in the lifestyle. Also a fitness tracker. I have a Fitbit Blaze, but you can also use something like, oh, there's my Walmart card. Something like a Fitbit Charge HR. You can even use off-brands. They don't have to be the brand names. The reason I like this one specifically is because Fitbit has the largest platform. Most people have it. It kind of dominated the industry. And it's nice because you can do the app and do weekly challenges and stuff, which I just got crap about because I wasn't involved in the weekly hustle. But that's okay. I will be in the Weekend Warrior. So, but I'll put a link in the description below. You can get all kinds of them. They start at like 30, 40 bucks for the Fitbits, and then they go all the way up to 300. I believe the Ionic just came out, which is my next goal for a Fitbit Blade, or for a Fitbit. So that is a really good way to self-motivate yourself. The Fitbit Blaze is a little bit different because it actually vibrates every hour, and it says, hey, you got this many steps left to reach your goal, blah, blah, blah. It's got exercises. It's got relaxation cycles in it. It's got the ability to run your music off it and stuff like that. So it's really cool. Keep that in mind. Measuring cups. Now, I cannot stress this enough. If you don't have measuring cups, I understand, but you need to get some. Okay, they're in the link in the description below. Get some nice ones. Don't get some cheap ones or whatever that you're not going to care about. Get some nice ones that you're going to keep around, not chuck in the garbage every 5 seconds like the 88-cent ones from Walmart, because they crack when you use them, and then when you wash them, they just disintegrate, which is weird. Like, why? Why do they disintegrate? But also, small measuring cups, you know, like the quarter cup, blah, 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 and then a large measuring cup, a glass one. I have links in the description below for both of them. And the reason I'm saying that is because if you have like lettuce and stuff like that, or vegetables, you're going to want to put those in the big ones. If you have like sauces and small amount of vegetables or chopped vegetables, you're going to use the little ones. It is extremely important to measure your foods. This is not going to be successful if you don't. You need to weigh your foods. You need to get a food scale. Okay, I don't care what kind of food scale you get. The one I link up in the description below is like 10 bucks, okay? And you could use it literally for life. It's a digital scale. It's cool. It's got like a purple dial. It's all silver and fancy or whatever. So don't think that it's going to cost you a fortune. All of that stuff, you know, minus the fitness tracker, is probably like 30, 40 bucks. Like, it's not expensive. And you can even pick some of the stuff up at your local stores. Aside from maybe the ketosis sticks, some people don't have them available in their area because they live in rural areas. A calendar. A calendar can really help you be accountable. If you put your goals on a calendar, you need to be able to achieve them. You need to be able to be realistic about your goals, actually put your goals in place, say, hey, I'm going to achieve my goal by this date. If you say, well, I'm going to lose 5 pounds this year, you're not going to lose any weight. Okay, you might accidentally be lighter one day and be like, oh yeah, I reached my goal. But you need to be specific. I have exactly 30 days. I'm going to mark it on the calendar. I'm going to lose 15 pounds. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to push for, 3 pounds per week or whatever it is, 3 or 4 pounds per week, and I'm going to hit that goal. Be specific. If you're a wandering generality, your goals and your achievements are going to be wandering as well. They're not going to be specific, so you're not going to achieve them. So a calendar can really help. Mark off the days as you go by. Every day you did good, you could put a green X. If you did bad, put a red X. So when you go back, you're like, I need to watch those red X's. So definitely keep that in mind. And also a reusable water bottle, because you're going to be drinking tons of this stuff. Trust me. And you're going to begin to love it, or I'm going to come for you. Next is get meal plans. Now I do offer, number 5 is get meal plans. I do offer 3 types of meal plans. I offer an 8-week, I think it's 12-week, and I'm only saying that because I don't remember the middle one, and then a 16-week. The 8 weeks is it is $80 for meal plans. For 8 weeks worth of meal plans, you get a new meal plan every Friday. You can go shopping on the weekend and get it figured out that way. And the 16-week is $160, or no, $140. Yeah, you get a discount as you go along, $140. So, and then in between, I have an in-between one as well. I also offer personal weight loss management coaching. If you need a little bit more something for accountability, you need a little bit more information, you just kind of just don't know what the hell's going on, you need somebody to talk to, I do private phone calls and things like that once a week. Also, I will probably drive you nuts with accountability to make sure that you're staying on track. But that being said, I usually can tell if somebody's serious if they come for meal plans or weight loss management coaching. If you're not serious, don't bother me, okay? I'm not saying that because I want to be a jerk. I'm just saying, hey, I'm here to see people hit results, hit achievements, and hit goals, and obtain a healthy lifestyle through healthy weight management and actually be successful, okay? So if you're going to hit me up with 100 questions but never even start, don't bother, okay? My time is valuable just like your time is valuable. I wouldn't waste your time, so don't waste mine. It's important that you actually change your mind. Your life's going to change, and then your body follows. The next thing is join a support group. Healthy Living for a Healthy Life is going to be in the description below. That is our family of amazing members. I will say most of the people there follow like Atkins, low carb, some paleo. We got some vegetarians. We also got tons of people in there, hundreds of people that are just following being healthier in life, and that is perfectly fine. You don't have to be low carb, you don't have to be Atkins or whatever to come there. I'm just saying, specifically for this video, if you are looking for a support group, it's important that you come take a look and hang out with us. That link will be in the description below. Number 7 is drink about 1 gallon of water per day. Now, I say a gallon. It's pretty easy. If you get 1 gallon of water and you mark on a marker, individual marks all the way down at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, or 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no 13, 14. Well, I guess if it was military time, it would be. But mark it all the way down. It's really easy actually to drink a gallon of water. It's not that big a deal, but you want to be able to flush those things out. The ketosis sticks, you also want to be testing your urine to make sure that you are ketosis. Yes, you can lose weight without it. The color doesn't necessarily matter, how dark it is. Don't worry about that. Don't stress on that. The next thing, number 8, is make a place for accountability, where you put your calendar, your goal body pictures. Like if you have a picture of somebody that you want to look like, make sure you put that there, okay? Or that just, I know, okay, maybe you want to, everybody stresses on me, well, I can't look like that. That's not going to be my body. I don't care. Okay, get as close to it as you can. If that's what you want to look like, get as close to it as you can. Put the picture on the wall because that's going to make you strive for that. Also, your before pictures. Put your before pictures on the refrigerator and in your accountability spot. And also, maybe even on your dashboard right next to the speedometer so you can constantly look at that, constantly think about it. I almost just poked myself in the damn eye. Constantly keep it in your mind that you need to be striving for your goals and not screwing up, okay? I say on your dashboard because if you're in the drive-thru, you're probably going to back out if you accidentally slip a look at that picture. You're going to be like, all right, well, screwed up. Also, make sure your meal plans are printed, post it on the fridge, post one, and even hang it inside the fridge. Hang it just inside the door. When you open it, you're like, oh crap, okay, close it, because you know then that you're not supposed to be hanging out at the fridge. Put one in your glove box in your car. Put one in your wallet. Shrink it down or make you a personalized small little version of it. Shrink it down on Google or Word or whatever, and then put it in your wallet, laminate it if you want, make it all fancy. I did that a couple times. It makes you stay accountable so you have it wherever you go, no matter what. Even one in your trunk. Because even if you accidentally say, oh, I didn't have it today, I don't know what to do. No, stop coming up with excuses. Number 9 is eat every 2 or 3 hours to restart your metabolism, and snacking beyond those 2-3 meals per every 2 hours, which is going to be, my meal plans are designed that you're eating 5 times a day. I can design them for you to eat less, but usually that's about perfect. You don't want to eat too close to bedtime because you want to give your body time to process the food and release waste, for lack of better terms, and stuff like that. So beyond that, you should be able to minimize snacking to basically 2 foods, meat and cheese. Now, you need to be really careful because meat can be very high in calories. Atkins or low-carb lifestyle aren't really concerning yourself too much with the idea of counting calories, but in all actuality, the big thing that a lot of people fail on is, oh, okay, I had my 5 meals a day, but then I had 3 ounces of meat, 2 ounces of this, 4 ounces of that, 5 ounces of that. Okay, so if you do that too much, you're not going to lose weight, because you could be low carb, you could be extreme, you could be 0 carb, you could be whatever carb you want. But if you're eating too many damn calories and you're not burning them and you're not in the gym, working 8 hours a day or something like that, you're not ever going to burn it off. So keep that in mind. If you're going to snack on meat and cheese, I'd say keep it to like 2-3 ounces. If you're really heavy in the gym, maybe you could up it to like 5 or 6 ounces and then maybe some cheese. But be careful, because 1 ounce of cheese is 78 calories, so that really adds up, you guys. Plus, there is a minuscule amount of carbohydrates in cheese. So per ounce, I think it's like 6.6. So if you eat 4 or 5 ounces or whatever, which is easy, it's cheese. I mean, come on. You're going to end up with a few extra carbs and be out of your goal range. Number 10 is explain to your loved ones that you're changing your lifestyle as far as your eating. They don't have to join it. They don't have to panic. Don't push it on anybody, but just explain to them, hey, I'm doing this for the better of my health. I want to, achieve weight loss. Excuse me. I want to reach my goals, and I would really like your support, your feedback. If you come to somebody aggressive, like, I'm changing this lifestyle, we're getting vegetables, and you ain't eating that bad stuff anymore and this and that, okay, don't do that, because you're going to, if I was your boyfriend or if I was your man or whatever, I'd be like, take her debit card, kids, because you ain't buying that crap. You have to approach the things in the right way, because a really good way to approach them can be, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. I would love your input. A lot of the times, if you want, you use somebody as a ability to share their thoughts. You know, don't force them. Ask them to share with you. And a lot of the times they will sometimes jump on the bandwagon and try to teach you things and stuff like that, and actually get involved and interested in what you're doing. So definitely don't come off as aggressive. You guys, this can be a long journey. It can be a short journey. It all matters about your dedication. You see all the time people can lose weight rapid fast. I lost 26 pounds in a month. I'm about 130, 40, 50 pounds depending on the day. I do go through some bustle. I do go through some muscle building cycles. So I'm working on different goals myself and stuff like that. So my weight does go up a little bit and then it goes down a little bit. So keep that in mind. But I think I'm at about 135 pounds lost right now. So it does work, okay? It's a real thing. We have tons of members that have huge successes, and it's not always about, you know, staying in Atkins induction. You're going to kind of find your sweet spot later, or you can stay in Atkins induction and then just periodically, you know, eat what you want or whatever. But remember that it's not going to be a literal overnight, but it can be quick or it can be slow. It's all up to you. I want you guys to please check us out on Facebook, on our group, A Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. I'm sorry it was not a 10-minute video. I apologize. But for those of you that watched the entire video, I thank you, and thank you for the support. Have a wonderful day. Be stronger than your excuses, and remember to spread love, not hate. Peace.